and my remarks were in no way celebratory.
Kahiga, however, stood by some of his controversial sentiments that suggested the Mount Kenya region had been sidelined immediately after the handshake between Odinga and President William Ruto.
What I meant is that under the current broad-based government, we have seen skewed development, and politically, the loss of the Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga sends everyone back to the drawing board.
Kahiga, who had been kicked out by the Council of Governors, then bowed to pressure, announcing his exit from the leadership of the Council of Governors.
And as a result, therefore, I have decided that with immediate effect, I am going to step down as the Vice Chair of the Council of Governors.
Kahiga, whose name means a stone in Kikuyu, hit the headlines Tuesday evening after a clip of him celebrating the passing on of Odinga went viral. This is, however, not the first time for the primary school teacher who taught for over 30 years to light a fire with his tongue. 8 months ago, he was at it again, drawing parallels between the broken relationship between the Mount Kenya region and President Ruto and the Maasai community. He spoke in his Kikuyu language at a burial ceremony in Laikipia County.
William Ruto as many as of that opinion say aye.
A few days later, he would resurface, this time round donning Maasai traditional attire with another apology.
Ikawa pia ishara ambao unaniona nimevaa siku ya leo, kuonyesha kwamba mimi sijaweza kudhihaki, sijaweza kudharau, sijaweza kuchukia mavazi ya kima. Kama mbaya.
A similar statement that captured the attention of some government agencies of him threatening unspecified action should Gachagua be removed from office also elicited mixed reactions.
We will not allow our son to go through that at all. Kama mbaya, kama mbaya, kama mbaya.
Emmanuel Toh, Citizen TV.
ODM party chairperson Gladys Wanga and the deputy party leader Simba Arati have called for the immediate arrest of the county governor Mutahi Kahiga, saying his remarks that appear to celebrate the death of the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga equaled ethnic incitement that could plunge the country into chaos. The Orange Party says Kahiga's remarks must be treated with contempt and has called on its supporters to refrain from falling for the incitement as they continue to mourn the former Prime Minister. Here's Stephen Leto.
Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga has drawn the ire of the ODM top brass, who immediately convened for a series of press conferences, saying the county head had crossed the line on what is acceptable.
Politicians like Kahiga, who in the life of Raila Odinga have used him as a bogeyman to scale their own political heights there. But it is shocking that they continue to make Raila a bogeyman in his death.
We must continue to emphasize that his utterances were inexcusable, they were hateful, and they were outrageous.
Wanga, who issued the press statement from the lakeside city of Kisumu, accused Kahiga of continuously mocking the Odinga family and revisited remarks by the DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua when Odinga was hospitalized in India.
Note now that anyone who associates with Gachagua and his ilk like Kahiga cannot be our friend. The line is drawn. Any person who associates with Gachagua, Kahiga, they cannot be our friends.
And as my chair has ably said, the line has been drawn. We will not seek any friendship with Gachagua and his surrogates.
ODM deputy party leader in Kisii, Governor Simba Arati, demanded the arrest of the Nyeri governor, saying his remarks risked plunging the country into ethnic confrontations.
I reiterate the demand for immediate arrest and prosecution of Governor Kahiga. His public incitement of hatred is not a matter of political disagreement, but a criminal offense that undermines national unity and peace. No leader is above law, regardless of apology.
I also want to take this opportunity on behalf of the people of Kakamega to condemn the remarks of the former Vice Chair of COG. And as we continue to mourn the death of the former Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, our motivation should be to implement his vision. He was a defender of devolution, service to the Wananchi.
Odinga's family that remains in mourning condemned the remarks from the Nyeri governor and termed them as shameful, coming from an elected leader and a beneficiary of the fruits of Raila's struggles in realizing a new constitution. Stephen Leto, Citizen TV.
And still on the same, demonstrations rocked Nyeri town today as locals protested against Governor Mutahi Kahiga's remarks, perceived to be celebrating the death of the former Prime Minister. The United Opposition of Kenya has rejected the governor's apology and resignation, instead appealing to the Council of Governors to sanction him.